the president of the Integrated Bar of the Philippines, Domingo Cayosa. Attorney Cayosa, good evening. Welcome to Newsnight. What do you make of this situation?
Well, it is sad because there were conflicting positions from different officials of government. But as we warned so many months before, this thing could happen. And now the NTC, the agency that has primary jurisdiction over ABS-CBN and all television and radio stations, has issued its decision, which under its own rules and the law is executory unless restrained by a TRO.
Okay, but of course, Attorney Cayosa, they won't be able to get a TRO right now because, well, it is beyond 5 p.m. and, well, not all the courts are fully operational. So that's not going to happen today. Right now, I'm told, and I can't see it myself, but I'm told that TV Patrol is on air. So ABS-CBN has no other choice but to follow the NTC cease and desist order. Ganun po ba yun?
Well, pwede o naman, they defy it and later on pay the fines if that is what the law prescribes. But in that case, NTC can also request the law enforcement agencies to enforce its decision.
Well, that is what Deputy Commissioner Edgardo Cabarias told me just moments ago, saying that if there is a defiance of that order, that they will ask for law enforcement support. And he referred specifically to the Philippine National Police, the PNP. So right now, sir, if ABS-CBN is on air, it has to go off air tonight?
Well, the franchise, the law that gives it authority to broadcast is very definite. So it has a terminal period. And if it says May 5, 2020, then that would be midnight of today, the franchise expires.
Mm-hmm. Sir, kanina sabi po ninyo, and for those of you just joining us, ABS can defy the NTC order, pay the fines, etc. Right now, what's happening is, and quite a number of people have said this, no, this is happening within the context of a global pandemic. So in other words, the NTC is doing this at this time, of all times, in this global pandemic. At the same time, there is also that issue of congressmen reacting quite very strongly, no, na bakit hindi pwede magbigay ng provisional authority, hindi naman ito, this is not this is something that cannot not be resolved. How are we supposed to understand all of this?
Well, it is very unfortunate. The timing is very unfortunate, but the laws are not suspended. As we were suggesting much earlier on, it would be best that Congress resolve the issue and decided whether or not to extend or to grant a new franchise. But they did not. So the voice of one congressman, even if he is the chairman of the committee, does not make it a law. And unfortunately, at this point, the ball is in the court of the NTC. And the NTC has made the decision, contrary to what they allegedly promised in the congressional hearing, that they will issue a provisional permit, while Congress is considering or debating and whether or not to renew the franchise. Apparently, they've changed their mind, and now suddenly, at the last minute, they say, they will not issue any provisional authority, and that upon the expiration of the franchise of ABS-CBN, it has to stop operating. It is very unfortunate. The timing is off, but
all right. The law is the law.
Yes, but of course, ABS-CBN, I understand, has other means by which to continue broadcasting, systems that do not require a franchise. So they can still use that, I suppose. There would be a question about that. I have also confident that the lawyers of ABS-CBN have prepared for this, and I suppose they would also have. They are now taking the necessary steps to protect the interests of the network.
All right. Attorney Domingo Cayosa, President of the Integrated Bar of the Philippines, IBP. Sir, thank you very much for joining us this evening. Thank you for taking our call. Okay, we're going to go